Hi, crew. Welcome. It is Tuesday, September 22nd. So this is for you guys sitting at home. Again, as always, go to the agenda in Google Classroom. Check it out here. All right, let's check it out. In our agenda, today you're going to be working on a certain skill. All right, remember I've talked to you about this. Unless you want to be a history teacher, not a lot of my content serves you well throughout your life. So the skill we're working on today is going to be like internet searching and finding a good internet source. All right. This is something we're going to work on all year. So I'm very baseline today, and then we'll build as the year goes on. Don't start freaking out thinking you need to do a bibliography. That's not what I'm discussing today. And then also you're going to learn today through the work. I'm not going to lecture to you through any notes today, but what are the big events, inventions, and people in the history of globalization? And then finally, this is going to consume us for a couple days in here. What are the pros and cons of globalization? That is the good and the bad, which remember we touched on a little bit in our notes. You have nothing to do next class, crew, but you do have what we're going to do today in school. You guys at home, for everyone, it's due Thursday, so you pace your time. It's a longer assignment. It's about an hour and a half assignment, so you decide how you want to pace these next few days. Class opener for you guys. I'm going to do this with you guys in your afternoon 1:20 slot. So you guys that are block one today, I'll see you today. And then you guys that are block three, I will see you on, I believe, Friday, but I'll double check that for you because the half day, there is no meeting. So yeah, I'll see you guys on Friday. Awesome. Friday afternoon. Nothing else we'd rather do. But there is no notes or lecture. I'm going to embed this video right here when we're done. And then here's our assignment. So let's look at the assignment. And what you're going to do, guys, is, again, the skill you're working on is internet searching, but you're also answering those questions to further your advancement of globalization. You can see our schedule here. So today we're going to work on it about half a class. Tomorrow is a half day for those kids in school, so they're going to work on it all block, and then for everyone it's due Thursday. All right, you're going to click on this article. It's going to pop up here, all right, from National Geographic. You can see there's even settings at the top for text level. I will admit, you can still answer my questions by clicking on 7th grade. And no one else is going to know you clicked on that. No one is. But if you want, 12th grade is the recommended one. But again, 6th and 5th, you won't be able to answer all my questions. But 7th grade, you could still answer them. Crew, you're going to pick up on this a lot of my assignments. They go in order, right? So question 1 is going to come from the first part here. See how it says globalization and history? And then what is part A for us? You are going to create a example. You're going to give me examples of globalization throughout history. All right. Then let's go to part B. So here's that. Part B, you're going to start to notice that there are these headers. One's communication, travel, popular culture. Ready? Look at my boxes. Communication, travel, popular culture. All right. This may feel repetitive, but there is a method to the madness. What you're going to do in these boxes, you're going to give me pros and cons and some examples. You may not find both a pro and a con for every example. All right? So for every one of these, communication, travel, popular culture, okay? That's okay. You're going to build on it later, but if you want to give it a shot, you can think of it. Remember, someone may tell you something as a pro, but you may think it's a con. That's your values. It's what you think. Make a little asterisk of that. Put it in the column you wish, but you can make a little note. Hey, just a heads up, Mr. Maloney, I don't agree with this, but the source I read said this, okay? So you're going to go through that. And then for part C, you're going to be done with this document, okay? All right? You're done with this document. C is almost the second assignment in a sense, and that is that you're going to go through everything, and you're going to give me your top 2 pros and your top 2 cons of globalization, what you think is good and what you think is bad, all right? I want you to do an internet search. Here is Mr. Maloney, quickly, for you guys at home, a quick overview of internet searching. All right? As always, when you search, ask yourself, what is this source? How reliable is this source? Okay? Another thing when you search is think of the descriptive words you use in your search. You can see up here, I give you some examples. Pros and cons of globalization, impact of globalization, what's so great about globalization, what's so bad. If I wrote, globalization stinks, do you think I might get an extreme opinion? Yes. If I wrote, just a statement, not a question. Globalization is the greatest thing ever to occur. Am I possibly going to get some extremists? Yes, you are. That's okay. First of all, that's okay. Just be aware of what you're listening to. All right. I'm going to repeat this a lot this year. This is our sort of phrase when we do these internet searches. People must back up their opinions with facts and evidence not use emotion to convince you. I will keep bringing that up throughout this year. As we're doing these sort of research things, do not allow emotion to become part of it. It's not going to help you form your opinion. All right. You need to back up your opinion with facts and evidence, not emotions. All right. One other thing I want to point out, which I think some kids kind of underestimate on the Google, for Google.com, Google Flights, you can see that's my autofill. I'm always looking to get out of here, guys. All right. But anyways, when you're on the Google, I'm going to type in globalization. You can spell it with an S as well. But up here, some kids just go to all. I encourage you this year to narrow down. Images are great. Maybe not, I didn't put a descriptive term. Globalization, good or bad. You'll get T-charts in these sorts of things. You'll get some visuals that may help you. Not all of them. You got to sort through it. News is also not bad. Tab. All right. Be aware when you're reading something, especially on this topic, whether it's an opinion article, all right, or whether it's just a straight up facts and evidence article. And throughout the year, we'll work on identifying those. Obviously, shopping isn't going to work for you, but videos will work great for you. All right. Is the stuff at the top the best when you do a search? Look, guys, I'm not going to lie. Oftentimes it is, yes. But I encourage you, people work really hard to make sure that their links are the first page. All right. Sometimes their motivations are different. They're not always honest. So feel free to search through a few pages worth, all right, as you're checking things out. I'm wrapping it up here, crew. I provide you with some links to get you started, all right? But I do want you in this assignment, guys. You'll get your full credit is if you provide me the links you looked at. And it should be more than a few, okay? All right? I put some time limits here. I want you to spend 30 minutes on this portion. So you may already know what your 2 pros and your 2 cons are going into this unit based on what you did in part B, all right? Still spend the time doing some research, okay? Last point I want to make, I should have made at the beginning, guys. I want you to time yourself on part A. This is a good way at the start of the year for me to I'll be honest, I'm judging you. I'm going to see what can you get done. So I want you to put a timer on. The kids in class are going to do this. I want you to do it at home. Put on your phone, put on a 15-minute timer, start part A. If you get nothing done in 15 minutes because you daydream for the next 15 minutes, okay, leave it blank. Honestly, all right? I want to see what you can get done. If you get done in 5 minutes, I wouldn't mind if you put that in there. Hey, Mr. Maloney, this took me 5 minutes, not the 15 you suggested. All right? So keep that in mind for part A. That's it. Let me double check. That's it. I'm going to see block 1. I will see this afternoon at 1:20. All right? And then block 3, I'm going to see you guys on Friday at 1:20. Please make sure you make those. I'll send out a Google Meet.